Good day everyone, my name is Aaron Charles R. Ramos and this is my part of the reporting, the Lean Six Sigma. The Lean Production. Lean Production is a management approach that focuses on maximizing customer value by systematically eliminating waste in business processes. So the main aim of Lean Production is to cut costs and improve efficiency by reducing non-valuable adding activities. So what is waste? Waste or muda is any activity or processes that consumes resources but does not add value from the customer's perspective. So waste is like the unnecessary acts of or things you do to your business that has very little to no effect to your business at all.
Where did Lean come from? Yung Lean Production galing siya sa Toyota Production System or TPS sa Japan after World War II. Ginawa siya para mas maging efficient yung trabaho at mabawasan yung mga sayang na oras at materials. Tinawag siyang Lean Production ng mga researcher sa MIT noong 1991.
The 8 waste in Lean Production. Number 1. Transport. Waste in transportation include movements of people, tools, inventory, equipment, or products further than necessary. So, in transport, it is considered a waste because it has so much down than ups to bring to your business. Next is inventory. Oftentimes, it's difficult to think about excess inventory as waste. In accounting, inventory is seen as an asset, and oftentimes suppliers give discount for bulk purchases. So inventory is considered a waste because it adds up to the additional cost and it doesn't have any value to the customer. Next is motion. The waste in motion includes any unnecessary movement of people, equipment, or machinery. So motion adds up so many risks to the workers like injuries because of unnecessary movements and can increase their fatigues. Waiting. The waste of waiting includes people waiting on material or equipment and idle equipment. So in waiting, it's more of a waste of time, especially when there's something urgent that needs to be done. It keeps the workers idle instead of doing something important.
Number 5. Overproduction. Ito yung pag-produce ng sobrang daming products or info na hindi naman kailangan. Madalas nangyayari to dahil sa wrong planning or just in case mindset. Resulta nito yung extra stock at nasayang na effort. Kaya dapat tugma lang sa demand ang production. Number 6. Overprocessing. Ito naman yung pagdadagdag ng sobrang step or effort na hindi naman kailangan ng customer. Parang gumagawa ka ng sobrang detailed report kahit simple lang naman yung kailangan. Sayang lang yung time at effort kasi wala naman dagdag na value. Number 7. Defects. Ito yung mga sira or mali sa product na hindi pasado sa quality. Dahil dito kailangan ulitin or ayusin pa ulit kaya nasayang yung materials at oras plus hindi satisfied yung mga customer. Skills. The 8 ways. Ito naman yung hindi paggamit sa full skills or talent ng mga employees. Kapag puro routine task lang yung binibigay, hindi sila nag-grow or nawawalan sila ng gana. Kaya dapat encourage sila na mag-share ng ideas at tulungan sila mag-improve.
Hi everyone, I'm Eric Jason Raya Maninaw from BSEE-3C. I'll start by discussing what is the Lean Toolbox. The Lean Toolbox, a collection of methodologies, tools, and techniques used to implement and sustain continuous improvement within an organization. Success in lean management is ultimately determined by how well these tools are applied. So in short, the Lean Toolbox is a set of strategies and techniques used by companies for continuous improvement in manufacturing and business. However, the success of these tools depends on the correct implementation and application within Lean management. Now, I'll proceed to discuss the 5S of Lean. So, what are the 5S of Lean? The 5S is derived from 5 Japanese terms, beginning with the letter S, used to create a safe and organized workplace suited for visual control and application of Lean concepts. Seiri or sort. Go through everything in the workspace and remove unnecessary items. In other words, separate needed items such as data, files, tools, instruction, and parts from unneeded items. Second one is Seiton or set in order. Arrange necessary items so they are easy to access, use, and return to their proper place. Also organize and arrange data, files, tools, and parts for easy use. The third is Seiso or shine. Clean the workspace and all equipment. This step also helps identify any issues with equipment that may not be running correctly. The fourth one is Seiketsu or standardize. The process by which the first 4 steps are performed consistently and maintain our workplace in perfect condition. The last one is Shitkuse or sustain. Make 5S a habit and a part of workplace culture to maintain the results in long term, and always following the first 4S without having the result. So next for my discussion is the JIT production. So JIT production stands for just in time. It aims to ensure that inputs into the production process, such as raw materials and components, only arrive when they are needed in production rather than sit in the warehouse for days, weeks, or months. Its production is based on customer demand. So instead of traditional demand forecasting, the JIT production will base on customer demand. Also, in JIT, when a customer orders a product, this triggers the upstream process to begin those products. So JIT works best with one-piece flow operations, wherein the one product is completed at a time, instead of performing each step of a process in sets. So this production method is best in Lean principles because it minimizes waste and enhances worker efficiency by completing one product at a time. So the next is the pull system method. A pull system is a manufacturing methodology that adjusts production based on actual demand, reducing excess inventory, minimizing waste, and aligning production with market demand. So meaning to say, a pull system in a manufacturing focuses on actual customer demand instead of relying on forecasts. Production occurs only when specific orders are received and ina-allowed ang product to flow through the manufacturing process as needed. Basically, this method helps reduce excess inventory, minimize waste, and ensure that production aligns closely with market demand. It is better than a push system depending on various factors. Better yung pull system sa push system pero nakadepende pa rin ito sa various factors like the nature of the industry, yung capacity ng kampanya sa pag-production. So lastly, for my discussion in the continuous flow. So, continuous flow. refers to seamless movement of products or materials through each product stage without any interruptions, ensuring a consistent pace and uninterrupted work. Continuous flow is the process of moving products or materials through each stage of production with minimal interruption. Ang goal nito is to ensure that there is an uninterrupted flow of work and that each stage is performed at a consistent pace without a bottlenecks or delays. Improve efficiency, quality, customer satisfaction, and profitability, preventing delays and waste. This approach also allows for quick identification or defects which can be addressed immediately to prevent costly delays or waste. Kapag ang business ay in-adapt ang approach na ito, it can unlock significant gains, efficiency, and quality, ultimately leading to higher customer satisfaction and increased profitability. That's all. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm here to discuss about the Lean Toolbox. So, the fourth is pull system versus push system. A lean pull system is a production method where goods are produced only when a customer demands them. So here, in pull system, it says that this method is to produce only when the customers demands them. So when the product is not on demand, they didn't produce. In contrast, a lean push system that produce based on forecasts of future, this strategy minimizes waste by avoiding excess inventory and aligning production directly with actual demand. So here in push system is producing product and push it to a customers. This is the Canva. Canva is a method for visualizing work, limiting work in progress, and managing the flow of tasks. To improve efficiency, it uses a pull system to regulate production, ensuring that the progress only produces what is needed by the next stage in the workflow. So here in Canva, it simply says that this method is visualizing work. So here they plan about the work, the production, and of course to avoid the waste on product by producing more product as a waste. Next is Canva pull system. So here like its self-explanation, Canva pull system. So here, lean manufacturing method that produces items only when they are needed. So like the pull system here in Canva pull system, it simply says that here in Canva pull system, lean manufacturing method is only producing product when they are in demand, when the customers need it, and here in Canva pull system, they didn't get any waste product because they only produce the um, exact number what the customers need. Yeah. Next is the Kanban board. A Kanban board is an agile project management tool designed to help visualize work, limit work in progress, and maximize efficiency. So here in Kanban board, it only says like, of course, in a company, they had a meeting, visualizing work project, they visualize they manage how to work in progress to avoid to avoid mistakes, to avoid waste time, and they maximize efficiency or the workflow in the company.
Sigma is a statistical measure that quantifies the dispersion of the data set around its mean. It also determines how much variation exists within a group or population. So basically, a sigma is a statistical tool we use to identify our problem in the business. So this sigma is to determine the target population of the business. So sa pamamagitan nun, ma-identify natin yung mga problem sa business natin, and then we can resolve it by doing this. Sigma value can also be interpreted as the standard deviation of a population. A high sigma value indicates that there is more significant variation within the population, while a low sigma value indicates that there is less variation. So simply, sigma value is based on stats about your business, and then there are two types of this, high sigma and low sigma. When you have high sigma, it said that your business is having a lower defects, while when your business is having a low sigma, it can lead to a higher defects on your business, na ibig sabihin nun is marami pa kayong kailangan gawing improve sa inyong business para mas maging successful. Six Sigma is a data-driven methodology and set of tools used to improve businesses processes by systematically eliminating defects and minimizing variation. So simply, yung Six Sigma is dito na papasok yung pag-eliminate natin sa mga defects sa ating business, yung mga kailangan natin alisin sa ating business na sa pamamagitan nun, it can lead to a higher profits sa ating business. It can also increase efficiency and productivity ng ating mga product. Then also, it can enhance customer satisfaction.
Good day everyone, my name is George Joseph H. Bukal and I will be reporting the Lean Six Sigma methodology, the DMAIC and the DMADB. So these two are just acronyms. DMAIC is define, measure, analyze, improve, and control, and DMADB is define, measure, analyze, design, and verify. So first we must define what is DMAIC methodology and DMADB methodology. The Six Sigma DMAIC methodology is a 5-phase data-driven problem-solving approach used to improve existing processes by eliminating defects and minimizing variation. So ginagamit po ang approach na ito sa already existing na process para po ma-eliminate po yung mga defects at minimize po natin yung variation. So DMADB or Define, Measure, Analyze, Design, and Verify is a Six Sigma methodology used to create new products, services, or processes. It is a data-driven approach that focuses on meeting customer needs from the outset, in contrast to DMAIC method which is used for improving existing processes. So ang pagkakaiba po ng DMADB sa DMAIC is from the outset, ang target na po nito is ang customer needs na po talaga, at ginagamit po ito para makabuo ng mga bagong product, services, or processes. Hindi po katulad ng DMAIC method na ginagamit po kapag ini-improve na lang po yung improving processes. So let's further discuss what is DMAIC. So the first letter in the acronym D, define, is to identify problem, objectives, and scope definition. So every project or research or business naman po, kailangan po ma-identify po natin agad yung mga problem, objectives, saka yung mga scope po ng ating gagawin. So next letter of the acronym M is measure, collect data, and from the process where problem occurs to verify its current working performance. So syempre po, kapag may ginagawa po tayong research or business, kailangan po natin mag-collect ng data para po ma-verify kung maganda or masama po ba yung naidudulot ng current process po natin sa time na yun. So next letter of the acronym is A, analyze, strategically dissect the business process to reveal the main or root cause of the problem and variation. So kailangan po nating isa-isahin or hanapin po talaga natin kung ano po ang main root ng mga problema po na kinakaharap natin sa ating business. So next letter of the acronym I is to improve, develop benefiting action, test and implement changes based on root cause being analyzed. So pakayari po natin mahanap yung root cause po ng business problems po natin is kailangan po nating makadevelop ng mga benefiting actions at ma-implement po ito upang lumago po ulit at maging successful po ang ating business. So next letter of the acronym is C, control, full implementation of improvements to sustain the gains, like the monitoring, documentation, and training. So kapag na-implement na po natin yung changes po na galing po sa root problems and variations, kailangan po natin itong maibigay sa lahat ng parte ng ating business, kunyari sa employees, sa managers, at magkaroon po tayo ng monitoring na po yung documentation and the training of our workers po sa ating business. So magbibigay po ako ng example ng DMAIC sa hospital patient check-in. So first letter, define. The problem po is hospital patient check-in process as unacceptably long wait times. Yung goal po natin is to reduce the average check-in wait time. Tapos sa mga stakeholders po, define who needs to be involved, such as administrators, receptionists, and patients. So second letter, measure. Kailangan po natin makakollect ng data, current average wait time. Use the methods like observation, process logs, or timestamps, and establish a starting point for comparison. So next is analyze. Analyze the collected data to find the patterns and root cause. The data might show the longest waits occur during peak hours due to lack of staff, which is root cause of the problem improved, and the solution is to implement based on the analysis, like hire additional staff to cover the peak hours. So the last one is control. Continue to monitor wait times to ensure improvement is sustained. Update the process and procedures in your improvement standard, and implement new training or scheduling protocols to prevent return of old problem. So ang next naman po is DMADB. So yung DMAIC po is ginagamit po siya sa already existing process po. So ito pong DMADB is yung gagawa ka po pa lang po ng process. So first letter of the acronym D, define, identify, define the scope, and plan the project. So kailangan po nating ma-identify kung ano yung kailangan po nating gawin, mapaliwanag po kung ano yung mga gusto po nating makamit sa gagawin po nating process na yon, at kailangan po nating iplano na mabuti ang ating project. So next letter of the acronym is measure. create and validate the measurement system for the project. So, kailangan po natin talagang iplano po yung mga measurement po na gagamitin natin sa process na ito upang maging successful po talaga. So, next letter of the acronym A, analyze, develop, design concepts, and final design. So, syempre po lahat po ng business process, kailangan makabuo po tayo ng concept kung ano po talaga yung main objective po natin sa ginagawa natin at makagawa po tayo ng final design. So, next letter po is D, design, develop a detailed design and control test plans. So, syempre po sa design, kailangan na po nating mapakita yung detailed design po mismo ng ating plano at kung paano po makokontrol ang test plans po para po maging successful po ang ating gagawin. So, ang final letter po is verify. Test the design and implement the new process. So, kapag na-kompleto na po natin lahat yung ginagawa po nating process, syempre po kailangan po natin itong subukan or i-testing at may implement po ang ginawa po nating new process. So, magbibigay din po tayo ng example ng DMA-TV. So, design online loan application. So, define. Back wants to reduce the time, cost, and associated processing personal loan applications. Customer needs is the speed, simplicity, and transparency. So, the measure, kailangan natin ito i-base on team defines specific targets like approval time, steps to complete, and error rate. So, next is analyze. Kailangan malaman ng the team researches different technology platforms, including internal software development. Next is design. Kailangan makadevelop ng team building application using user-facing interface. System is designed to include automatic checks. And next to verify, pilot testing, quality validation, and full rollout of monitoring. And that is the example of the MITP methodology. So the next po is birth of Lean Six Sigma. So Lean Six Sigma was born from a merger of two distinct methodologies. Six Sigma developed at Motorola in 1980s and Lean Manufacturing from the Toyota production system in the 1950s. Six Sigma, created by Bill Smith at Motorola, focused on reducing process defects using a data-driven approach. Lean Manufacturing, pioneered by Toyota, focused on eliminating waste and improving efficiency. The two were combined in the 1990s and 2000s to create Lean Six Sigma, a strategy for improving both quality and speed in business processes. So, syempre po yung benefits of Lean Six Sigma, syempre po yung improving efficiency. Syempre po pag alam po natin ginagawa natin is mag-improve po yung efficiency ng lahat ng step ng business na process na ginagawa po natin at mag-improve na po yung efficiency. So, quality, kapag alam po natin ginagawa natin ulit, kapag may plano, tama yung mga step, syempre po yung result nito is quality, high quality. And next po is customer satisfaction. Syempre po kung alam po natin yung gusto ng ating mga customer, mabibigay po natin kanilang pangangailangan, kaya mataas po ang kanilang customer satisfaction. So, reduce errors, sabi nga po ni Warren Buffett, yung risk daw po nang gagaling lang kapag di nyo po alam yung ginagawa nyo. So, kapag alam nyo naman po yung ginagawa nyo, tumusunod sa step, alam po naman nating mabawasan po yung errors na ating magagawa.